Hi guys, this is time for take 2 on this tutorial. I tried, last week and I was accidentally listening to my music just a tiny bit too loud and YouTube muted my video. But I'm back for a second attempt. I've got no music going this time, so hopefully I won't get muted. But today I'm going to be showing you how to copy this look, which is based off of a friend of mine's IMVU skin tone from her avatar. She's the one who requested that I try to replicate this look and give her a tutorial. So I hope that you, Rave, and everyone else gets to enjoy how I created this look. And stay tuned if you want to see how it's done. As you can tell, I've already got one of my eyes done for the look that I'm going to be showing you how to replicate. And I've primed both my eyes actually. And I primed this one already. And what I used for my primer is the Color Tattoo Metal by Eye Studio from Maybelline in the color Barely Branded. It actually makes a really nice little primer, even though it is considered a cream eyeshadow. And now, let's get rolling. The reason my camera angle is so funky is so I can actually, keep my eye in camera this go around. Since the first time in the first video I had to delete, I had to happen to get my eye off camera a couple times. Hopefully this will avoid that. So, moving on. First thing you're going to do, you're going to pick up a cosmetic, actually, makeup artist, cosmetician's best friend. Believe it or not, especially when you're first starting out, this will be really handy. Grab a piece of Scotch tape, and I know you're wondering, what in the world are you going to do with that? First, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and smooth it out a little bit. Then you'll peel it up. That way it's still sticky, but it's not so sticky that it's going to rip off your foundation. And then you'll take this. Oh, and if you see a little bit of product, when I first started to get ready to record this video, I realized I was doing this eye first when I meant to do this eye first. So I had to erase this eye, didn't get everything, but I got 99%. So I had to start over. Anyway, take the Scotch tape, and line it up in your outer corner, and a good, kind of measurement on the angle that you want. You can actually take any brush that's long enough, and you'll kind of just want to line it up with your nostril and the outer edge of your brow. Usually before I pluck my brows, they're like way out here. So this is about my perfect angle, maybe just a little bit exaggerated. Just because I want a nice sharp outer corner. Making sure it's adhered so that way you don't get any eyeshadow underneath. Because we're going to do that later in a different step. So first, I will take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'll put it on most of my lid. Not all the way to the outer corner, but almost. I'd say about 2/3 to 3/4 of your eyelid. There we go, that's about right. Then I will take my usual little blending brush that I use, which is my Sigma E25 blending brush. Some people prefer to blend this with their fingers, but I like using my brush. That way I don't get product all over my finger. And where I have chubby fingers and long fingernails, sometimes that's not a good combo. And another reason I like this blending brush is because it allows me to actually get really close to my upper lash line with that pencil. Then next I will need my other NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. This one is in Black Bean. You want to put just a little bit in your outer corner. About to where you had the line of the milk. I don't know what it is with my nose running, guys. I honestly don't. No clue. But you'll take your same little brush. It'll kind of blend out to a smoky gray, which will be a nice little base for what you want. And don't be afraid to go over that Scotch tape. That's what it's there for. And it will give you that nice sharp corner when we're done. And just blend it inwards on top of the milk a little bit. And don't be afraid to wiggle back and forth. That way it's nicely blended between the two. No harsh lines. Kind of like that. I think I'm going to have to start using nose plugs or something. Next step, I'm going to use my e.l.f. 32 color palette. And this little tiny blue sparkly black right here. I can tell you it is super pigmented, so you won't need much, but you do want to go a little bit heavy-handed. That way you get this nice rich black. I'm just going to tap a blending brush and just pop right there in the outer corner. Swirl it around a little bit. Get that corner nice and dark. And then start blending a little bit into the crease and a little bit towards your lash line, kind of forming a V shape. And once you get the majority of the color focused in this outer corner, you can lightly start to bring it up into your crease. And just slowly work your way over. That way it's not too strong in the inner corner. Or in the inner crease, excuse me. Don't mind me, I do have looser fitting eyelids, so to speak, than most of your typical YouTubers, but that's because of my age. So I will end up probably going in with my finger just to blend that black smoothly across my crease. Because I'm seeing like some little zebra stripes here. I'm not sure if you are. Best blending tool you could ever have sometimes is your finger. Yeah, I know I complained about having product on my fingers earlier, but that's because I don't like cream product. I don't mind powder product. Just going to tighten my lid a little bit so I can get a little bit more defined bottom part of that V. There we go. Next, I'm going to take, I know it's in here. Where is it hiding? There it is. Same little brush that I had last time. No idea where in the heck I got it, but it's a little shader brush. I think I found it at Walmart. Don't quote me. And the other end used to be a sponge, but I just took a pair of pliers and flattened it because I hate those sponges with a passion. But Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick up this gray right here. It's not as pigmented as the black, so you may need to pick up a little bit more color. But if you have a more pigmented gray, that's fine. You won't need as much on your brush. And starting in this V, I'm going to start patting on the gray. And take it up to your crease just a little bit to kind of blend it into the black. Just gradually bring it over. That way you don't have any harsh lines. Harsh lines are your worst enemy in this case. Blend it with that point of the black in the V. But you don't want to bring it all the way in. Bring it about right to the inner fourth of your eye. But leave that inner fourth bare. Okay. Now if you have another one of those style brushes, or if you want to use one that's slightly more flat, this is actually a concealer brush, small concealer brush, but I love using these for shadows. I'm going to pick up this blue. This is a little bit stronger blue than the blue I originally used in the first attempt at this tutorial, so this one won't take as much of the blue. But you want to take that blue and start putting it on the outer edge, outer half of that gray. And into the black just a little bit. We'll smooth all this out later. There we go. And then lastly, I'm going to take this little concealer brush right here, this itty bitty little thing. This one is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And I'm going to go into this white shade by CoverGirl. It's from the Eye Enhancers line, and it is called Snow Blossom. It's not super pigmented, but we don't need anything super pigmented. Just enough to brighten up this inner fourth and inner corner. Starting right at the edge of the corner of the eye. And then you can blend it up and inward towards your gray. And also pick up a little bit more and go just under your bottom lash line. And if you prefer, you can even take a longer bristled concealer brush and just blend it out a little bit. Or you can use this to apply it in the first place. Now I have a nice bright inner corner. Next step, before I actually apply any eyeliner, I'm going to curl my lashes. This way I can avoid any eyeliner adhering to my eyelash curler. And you want to keep it there for a few seconds. You know, let it kind of warm up to your body temperature as well as give it an opportunity to actually curl your lashes. And I usually try to curl in 2 spots because my lashes aren't super long. I usually try to get as close to the lash line as possible, and then I'll curl again toward the tips. Yay! Curly lashes for the win! Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. cream eyeliner. Of course, this is black. It's very, very creamy. If you prefer a drier eyeliner, you can use a finely sharpened kohl pencil, or you can use a gel eyeliner. Just whatever your preference is, whatever you like working with. And I'm going to take my angled eyeliner brush. Felt like I had a loose lash somewhere. Apparently not. It's just messing with me. But I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the eyeliner at a time, and starting in the outer corner, I'm going to work my way inward right along my lash line. Okay, there we go. I've got my line fairly close as I can get it. You can always go back in with a liquid liner if you want to after this, and you know, get in any gaps that you may have missed, or you can use this still, whichever you prefer. Make sure you don't have really any gaps by your lash line. Next, I'm going to pick up some more, as I just did, and I'm going to gently, actually, before I do that, take off my Scotch tape. I'm going to take this little shader brush, and I'm just going to go right at this harsh line and blend it just a little bit. Doesn't seem to be working. So, whenever that doesn't work, you can go into the brush you used for your black. You don't want to pick up any more on the brush. Just use what's there. I'm working tight little circles or lines. Or a combination of both. And soften up that line. If you've got a little funky angle to your bottom lash line, don't worry about that. I will show you how to fix it. So for now, I'm going to take my liquid, or my cream eyeliner, and I'm going to kind of follow the angle of this eyeshadow wing. And of course, when you do the top line, you'll want to kind of bring it in like a little triangle. And I don't know why, but for some reason half the time I find myself doing the top line of the triangle first. But if you're just starting out with winging, you can actually do your bottom one first. And as you can see, it's just a barely visible wing of eyeliner. You can make it a little bit more bold if you want. I'm not aiming for too bold just because this eyeshadow is already bold already. Next, I will take my Milani Bella Eyes gel eyeshadow, or gel powder shadow, excuse me. Take this little brush and sweep it along my brow. And you can bring it down just a little bit into that black in your crease, just to soften it up a little bit. And as you can tell, the blue over here is still a little bit strong. I actually use a clean, some people would call this another type of concealer brush, others would call it a contouring brush, but I use a clean one, and I'll just go over the entire outer corner with the blue and the black and blend it together. Just to soften up that blue a little bit. And there we have that. Now I can show you how to get this little smoky look under your eye. I'm going to use my same little concealer brush, and I'm going to go back into this color black that I used, but I'm only just tapping the brush into it a couple times. Tapping it. I'm not even, swiping into it. I'm just tapping it. And then you can kind of look down into your mirror, or you can look up. Open your eye wide and just line your bottom lash line with a light touch. Voila! And the cool thing about these NYX pencils, they can double as eyeliner, so I'm actually going to tight line my upper lash line as well as get my bottom waterline and make sure I focus in my outer corner because I don't want any skin to peek through the black. Don't mind my horrified wide eyes. There we go. Doesn't quite look perfect yet, but we're going to work on that. I'm going to take my little E25 blending brush again, and I'm just going to kind of merge the little bit that got into my lashes from the pencil and that eyeshadow. And I realized I forgot to do it on this side a little bit, so I have to touch up this side. There we go. It's a little better. But I need to put in some more of that black because I spot a little gap right here. There we are. And as I've occasionally mentioned, when I'm putting my eye makeup on, they water. So I'm just taking a dried out baby wipe that I used from cleaning this eye earlier. Just to absorb some tears. Alrighty. Now, this is an optional step, but it's something that I've been liking to do lately. I'm going to use these false eyelashes. I didn't put any on this eye yet, that way you can actually, see the process of both eyes, and also so lashes wouldn't get in my way of seeing what I was doing. If I can get them off the card. There we go. Wrap them around my finger a little bit to warm them up since they're a brand new pair. These actually have some little clumps of glue on them, so I'm peeling off those little clumps really quick. There we go. My nose is at it again. So now I'm going to take my Kiss Ever Easy Eyes. This is actually my full-size wand. And I'm going to put just a little line of glue onto my lashes, especially focusing on the inner corner, because that's where all my tears have been forming. Stick this in front of my fan for about 30 seconds until the glue is slightly clear and tacky. Wow, it must be super warm in here. This is drying super quickly. But still has a little bit to go. So just while I'm thinking about it, actually, I'm going to apply a single coat of mascara. And this one is the Falsies Volume Express from Maybelline. Okay. This is just so my natural brown lashes don't stand out from the black. And I've noticed the easiest way to get your false eyelashes on is to look down into your mirror. These lashes are apparently going to be stubborn. I don't think I got enough glue onto them, or I let it dry too long. Oops. So I'll just put a little more. Apparently this glue's drying a little quicker than I thought. Sometimes you may need to take tweezers. To manipulate that pesky inner corner. Maybe even your outer corner. That took longer than expected. And we'll just sit back and let those dry while I get my other eye. And if you're new to putting on false eyelashes, you'll always want to pull them off the card from the outer corner. Pull off any of these little glue clumps that are already on them. Okay. Again, I'm focusing my glue in the outer corners. Let them dry for a few seconds in front of my fan. Take my tweezers. There we go. Got on our falsies. Woohoo! And lastly, here's this little doohickey that I was mentioning in one of my videos a couple days ago. Just going to slip in and pinch my lashes together with the falsies. Just to kind of merge them together. And there we have that. Now I can zoom. Wrong button. I can zoom out. Let me move my mirror. And I've already done a little bit of light contouring, even though you may not be able to see it. I'm going to take my well-loved, very well-loved CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones Blush in Sophisticated Sable. And because of my age, I do not smirk. Whenever I go to apply any blush, I will just follow my natural cheekbones. You can see where they are, and then you can leave them alone. It's just a little tip or trick, if you want to call it, whenever you're over 30. Because whenever you smirk and then you let it go, your cheeks are going to drop. So I would say, if anything, fish face. Get the other side. There we have our cheeks. And for my lip color, I'm actually going to use this NYC in Berry Me. Need my mirror. Go. And to subdue the color a little bit where it's not so pink, I'm actually going to grab this one is called Plum Sable from Maybelline. So it's kind of a nice little dark nude. Just to subdue the color just a tiny bit. And now you have this look all done and completed. Very bold eye, slightly bold lip. And I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Okay, guys, that's the finished look. I hope I did okay with my tutorial. It's the first time I've ever tried one. So hopefully I didn't fare too bad. Let me know down in the comments below. I hope to get another tutorial up coming Tuesday. I want to try to post any tutorials I do on Tuesday so we can actually have a tutorial Tuesday kind of theme thing going on. Trying to get on a little bit of a schedule. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this look and how it was created. And I hope you appreciate also, you know, just the inspiration for this look. Thanks again, Ray, for the idea. Love you, girly. And I will see you guys later. Don't forget to add me on Twitter and Instagram at OXGlitterDivaXO. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.